Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be another brief video in my never-ending series called Listen to This, where I talk about records that are a little bit lesser known or records that you might not expect me to show. These cover all sorts of artists, big artists, independent artists. Sometimes it might cover, a record that you've heard of. A lot of times it might be a record that you've seen but never wanted to pick it up. I think this is going to fall under that category because anybody that spends any time in record shops, especially in bargain bins, sees a lot of Nat King Cole records. And they're usually not records that I necessarily gravitate toward in terms of buying because they often just kind of fall into my lap when people give away collections, or if I have friends that have relatives that don't want records. A lot of times there's a couple of Nat King Cole records, and I probably got about 5 or 6 Nat King Cole records on vinyl, one or two on CD, and then several best of collections. So I've got a lot of Nat King Cole. I love Nat King Cole, especially Christmas. But what a lot of people don't realize is how talented Nat King Cole was as a musician. You listen to that Nat King Cole trio stuff. He's a fantastic piano player, in addition to being one of the best pop crooners of all time. But this record is timely because filming this, it is June the 25th. We are now several days into the official summer season. And what better way to kind of talk about summer than to bring up this record? This is Nat King Cole's Those Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer. Now, that song has been used in all sorts of movies and compilations, soundtracking the summertime. If you look at the cover, it's very much reminiscent of like a Beach Boys record. It's similar typeface to All Summer Long by the Beach Boys. But you can see it's Nat King Cole. Now, one of the things that I have issue with on this record, it's one of the few things, is the cover itself. Now, obviously, you see all these people having a good time. And then you have Nat there on the back looking very cool with his tie and sweater. But like a lot of people, like a lot of labels at this time, they were kind of leery of Nat King Cole being African American, and as a result, have a lot of white people on the cover. It's interesting. You talk about artists like Miles Davis, who were very forthcoming in saying that they didn't want that. They wanted their records to be part of the black experience, and I think that's just a fascinating cover there with all these families on the beach. And yet you have Nat King Cole on the back. So that's just a little commentary there. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but this is a fantastic record. And I posted this on Instagram, on my Americana Sam Instagram page. This is one of those concept records that you don't really hear about. You hear people talk about the rock concept records, your Tommies, your Sergeant Pepper, your Frank Zappa records, but you don't really listen to a lot of people talk about this record. You even bring to the conversation Frank Sinatra's In the Wee Small Hours, which was just released through the Tone Poet series. But Lazy Hazy Crazy Days of Summer is more of a concept record than Sergeant Pepper is, because these songs are about going out, enjoying the summertime. Just about every single one. It's bookended by the title track, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of like almost like a suite where you have Those Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer as the first track on side A and the last on side B. But you have some standards here. And I should say, this was all arranged and conducted by a gentleman named Ralph Carmichael, who I didn't realize was part of the movement, the Jesus movement, kind of pushing the Christian pop music in the 70s. So that's just a little aside, but it is arranged beautifully. The music and the background singers are fantastic on here. But there's songs that A Bicycle Built for Two. You have the song In the Good Old Summertime. Some really interesting songs that I like, On the Sidewalks of New York. And then you also have a song called Our Old Home Team, which kind of goes to that whole America's pastime with baseball. Just a really, really summary and well produced record. This is a mono recording, just for you record nuts. And this is the Capital Rainbow label. I got the copy. You can see somebody has a sticker on it. This record belongs to GF Hillborn. So if GF is out there, I've got your record. Yeah, the Rainbow Capital label. I think this might be an original, possibly an early repress. Not 100% sure. I'm not a label guy. I don't claim to be. But just an all-around really fun record. Again, we listen to the Beach Boys so much during the summertime, especially now that we're coming upon, kind of the peak time to go outside and, grill hot dogs and hamburgers. This is one of those records that I think really should be standing the test of time because it's beautifully arranged. Nat King Cole's voice is fantastic on here, and there's just some really, really good songs. It's a short little record, but it's beautiful. So that does it here. Just wanted to talk about this record a little bit. Those Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer by Nat King Cole, arranged by Ralph Carmichael. Let me know your thoughts on this record. Let me know if you're a Nat King Cole fan, and I'd love to talk to you. So that does it for me, everybody. In the meantime, y'all be good, take care, and we will see you on the next one. Bye now.